Guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here to preview the 2014-2015 Serie A Round 8 matchup of this weekend. And I'm talking about Milan-Fiorentina that will be played at the San Siro at 8:45 p.m. local time on October 26th. Now, just an advice, guys, for all North American viewers, just before I start getting into the match, the match is going to be played at 3:45 p.m. North American time, and that is because there's a time change in Italy this weekend. Therefore, be advised that it won't be at 2:45 p.m. but at 3:45 p.m. Okay, guys, let's get into the match. And Milan going into this match with a great win against Hellas Verona last weekend, 3-1, of course. Great performance, great playing by Milan altogether. The goals are coming in. The defense is playing much better than what we were used to seeing. And Milan need to continue this trend. They will be playing against a Fiorentina side that hasn't started very well this season. 9 points in 7 games. And of course, much of this is because they're once again missing Giuseppe Rossi and Mario Gomez for a while. Therefore, Fiorentina have to search for different options in order to win them games. And they're definitely not doing a very good job at that. Of course, they lost last weekend against Lazio 2-0. And guys, honestly, losing against Lazio is not a very good feeling. And Fiorentina are going to search for a great better option this time around against Milan at the San Siro. Fiorentina also played this week in the Europa League. They came out with a 1-0 win against PAOK, Greek team. And therefore, that definitely will boost their morale coming into this match. It really shouldn't be a very difficult fixture for Milan. Of course, against Fiorentina, it should always be a hard match. We saw what they're capable of last season. They came into the San Siro last season and they actually beat Milan in that game. Of course, it was a different time. Milan was hit by a crisis. Of course, they weren't performing at all well. And I actually went on a rant in that match. So if you guys want to review some of my rantish moments, I guess, just be sure to look at that video in my past videos on Rossoneri TV. Now, let's get back to the match, guys. And let's look at the possible lineups. Because Inzaghi will once again field a 4-3-3 in this matchup. And the main topic of discussion is definitely the goalkeepers. Who will start, Abbiati or Diego Lopez? Now, I saw a lot of discussion about this topic on Twitter. Many people are saying Abbiati should start, others are saying Diego Lopez. Well, I'm going according to Gazzetta and what they're saying. Abbiati has a slight edge to start in this match, and I think it's correct. I think it's right because Abbiati definitely had a beautiful performance against Hellas Verona. Many times he came out and surprised us all with great saves and definitely played a big part in Milan's win last Sunday. However, people are saying, why isn't Diego Lopez starting when he's finally fit and back in action? Well, the reason why he didn't start last game was because he wasn't feeling too well. Therefore, Inzaghi made a careful choice of leaving him on the bench. However, now against Fiorentina, I think Inzaghi's view is that he wants to play once again with Abbiati, much because he's in form, he has a lot of confidence, especially after that match there against Hellas Verona. And it's hard for a keeper, after being out for such a long time, to come back in an important match like this, especially against Fiorentina. That is why I think Abbiati is the most wise option for Inzaghi coming into this game. Of course, Milan will be playing as well next week during the midweek. So they have a midweek fixture. So against Cagliari. So I think that is the best time for Diego Lopez to integrate back into the squad. So we will see what happens with that. But I think Abbiati should and will start against Fiorentina. Now let's move on to the back four, which Inzaghi will once again reconfirm Abate, Alex, Rami, and De Sciglio. Of course, Abate having a very good start of the season, providing many assists. Alex and Rami, I think it's still the best center-back pairing that we currently have in Milan. And I think they will once again do the job. They also have great assets, especially on set pieces. They could always cause a threat. So I definitely once again will go with Alex and Rami. And Deshiyo is starting once again to have his good performances. So I'm excited to see what he's capable to do against Fiorentina this Sunday. As for the mid, De Jong will once again return now, back from suspension, which made him miss the Hellas Verona game, and Etienne replaced him in that one, doing a good job himself. But De Jong is finally back into this fixture, and he will have Poli and Muntari by his sides. A very physical midfield, very good to help out the defense. Of course, not the most creative, but of course, Muntari could always chip in a goal. Who knows? We've seen him before. We saw it against Cavo this season. Poli, very good work ethic. Really, he has that Gattuso grinta in him, and I love when he plays like that. And of course, De Jong is just De Jong, helping the team in any type of situation. As for the forwards and the top three, of course, Torres, El Shaarawy, and Nanda will once again be reconfirmed by Inzaghi. At least that's what it seems like. Onda and El Shaarawy have been doing very good. Onda scoring 6 goals in 7 games so far. 2 goals against Hellas Verona. El Shaarawy providing an assist for Onda last weekend. So once again, Onda and El Shaarawy, I hope they continue their form, and I hope El Shaarawy finally finds the back of the net for his first goal of the season. As far as Torres goes, guys, much criticism going around him because people are saying he's not been living up to expectations. But I keep on saying, just give him some time to integrate in the Serie A. We have to be patient. We saw what happened with Onda last season. He didn't have a good season at all. But look at it so far, guys. 6 goals in 7 games this season. So I think time and patience is the key with Milan. And I think Torres will eventually erupt in a few weeks. So that is the probable lineup for Milan. Once again, going on with a 4-3-3. I think he could definitely do the job against this Fiorentina side, which hasn't scored much this season. 5 goals in 7 games, and they also haven't conceded much. So they keep games very tight. And honestly, against Milan at the San Siro, it might not be the best option. They might want to sit back a bit and maybe capture that point. But on the other hand, they need points in order to advance in the standings, as they only have 9 so far in 7 games. And with a Babacar in the front, of course, very young, is lethal, but I don't think he could do much against Milan at the San Siro. Quadrado is there as well. The midfield will probably be composed of Aquilani, Pizarro, and Borja Valero. So, honestly, it's a good midfield, but I don't know if they could do the job against Milan. This game is definitely calling for a very tight fixture. But I think Milan will come out with a win, and that is why I predict a 2-0 win for Milan. Goals coming in from El Shaarawy. I think he will finally get his first goal of the season. And Muntari, I'll throw in Muntari in there just because, he's always capable of getting a weird goal. And especially at that San Siro like we saw against Cavo, he's capable of anything. So those are my goal-scoring picks and, of course, my match prediction. As usual, guys, let me know what you guys think of the score. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to score the goals? And let me know in the comment section below. That is it, guys. On Sunday, of course, I will be back for the match review of Milan Fiorentina. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV for match reviews, discussions, news, and much more to stay updated with AC Milan. Thanks for watching. This has been Gio from Rossoneri TV signing off. And as usual, Forza Milan!